Marshall 6101LM Anniversary Series. This amp's in because it's got no output. It's got, you can hear it through the speaker, but I suspect the filament voltage has gone down on the preamp tubes. This amp's got an array of goodies on it on the front, as you can see. If we just have a bit of a look through, we've got 3 channels. Just having a look. Long time since I've looked at one of these. 3 channels. We've got an array of switches here. Presence, usual deal with the tone stack there. Modes A, B and C with these buttons. So I presume all this is to do with channel switching and so on. I really don't know much about this particular amp. I may have seen one before, but probably when they was new, when I was working in retail. So let's get the crane in and we'll just swing it round and have a look at the back. Well, there's a good reason why it's so heavy. Look at that beast in there. My days, that is one huge speaker. Is that a JBL or something in there? Either that or an EV, one of the two. I would have thought. That's a beast of a speaker. 4 5881s we've got there. 4 of 5881s. Side handles to carry it, you can see here, and by gum you need those. Trying to pick it up on this handle is hard work, and it does make you wonder whether that handle would support that amount of weight with constant use. So we've got an array of goodies on the back as well here. We've got Pento triode switch, natural impedance selector, that's pretty normal. We've got the usual fuse fail deal here going on, like on the same on the TSLs. Line output, balanced compensated output, and we've got a return and send loop level, series parallel. That's all for this deal. And then we've got MIDI. Well, check that lot out in there. My days. So we've got the preamp board here going on this section. We've got this MIDI board, which is all to do with the effects and everything else that's in this amp, no doubt. And we've got the main output board there. Quite a beast this amp is. There's some tattle in this. That's a bit bulgy, so it'll probably want a recap at some point. All those 3 will need changing. The others look all right. They're just a bit concerned. That one's slightly. That one. They're okay. So that one, and those 2 on there. What a nightmare to get the board out. It's pretty quiet. So whilst they look a bit bulgy, we don't want to be taking this to bits until, you know, unless we're forced. That I mean, those 2 are probably fine. That one is definitely bulgy on that preamp board. So he's not got a lot of life left in him. So it's to be hoped that all this MIDI stuff works, because I'm afraid that goes beyond my scope. That's one thing I don't do. We're not called Vintage Guitar Amp Repairs for nothing. And the good thing about this though is all these chips are, you can just snap them out of those sockets. They're all socketed, so that's good. Assuming you can get the chips, that is. That's the other thing. So we've got signal, but I don't see any of this channel switching working at all. So we just so they're all working. Right switch is working. Mid shift's working. That gain boost doesn't. That's because that's on another channel and we're on the clean channel, so only this will work. Yep. That's okay. Yep, that's okay. And you can see the LEDs lit there on the clean. Go away. More spam calls. I get loads of them. So nothing on that switching's working at all. Right, so the problem is the filaments. So I switched off, back on again, and now it's running. And then I switched it off again and on, and had no filaments lit on the preamp tubes. So it's only on the preamp tubes we're losing it. And now it's back on again. So very peculiar what's going on. .3. Let's try and follow that. So that is connected from there. So they're being fed with this brown and blue wire by the look of it, and that's coming over to here onto this board. Ah, there we go. So it's looking like this spade terminal on here is loose. So yeah, that's, oh, look at that. So that, and there's the problem. So that's been loose for some time. So that's been bad for a while, and you can see it's burnt the insulation there on that. The insulation's gone hard. So that's been a problem for a while. So we just need to clean that up and crimp it so it's tighter, and we'll get some more insulation on there. Right, I've got the macro lens on now, and look at that. You can see that that's been arcing for a good while, and furthermore, someone's had a bit of a go at this before. If we go in, if we look at that terminal, let's see if we can get the camera to it. There, if we get in close, just have to move that wire out of the way, that one. You look at that, you can see someone's had a bit of a go at that. You can see the marks, they've run the screwdriver up and down it there, or whatever, something up and down it, trying to clean it, and then they popped it back on, and obviously they've not crimped this spade terminal properly. Now also, look at that fuse there, and I'm guessing that fuse, again, just move that wire, I'm guessing that fuse there, you might not be able to see that, is the fuse for these filaments. It's all brown inside. I'm just going to see if that fuse, and I think it is because they're right close to, I'm guessing they're connected, and yes they are. So that, yeah, so that's the fuse for those filaments there. So I think we best have him out and investigate him as well. Right, I just took the board out. I unsoldered the pin and cleaned it. I've cleaned the spade terminal and I've put some shrink tube on. He's soldered in. Let me just check on the bottom here. You can see someone's worked on this before. The bolts were loose on here and also loose on the one that goes into the chassis there. And you can see that someone has left some flux around there. That's the repair that I've just done there, and you can see I've cleaned the flux off. Someone's left, but so someone has been in there before. So we'll just put the board back and give it a test. Right, the power board's back in, and I left the macro lens on that last clip, so that's probably all blurred and didn't come out right. Keep forgetting to take it off, so sorry about that. But you saw we got the board out. So board's back in. I'm just going to power this up now, but I'm going to run it up on the current limiter just to make sure with having this power board out that we've not disturbed anything. We've got a new fuse in as well. We're on to standby. Bulbs look okay. I've got a couple 100 watts of bulbs in there. Well, I've got filaments lit. And we're off. There we go. Yep, and that all looks good. We had to take the board out because if it had burnt the traces underneath, there's no point just cleaning the spade terminal because the fault's underneath. So there we go. That looks like a result on that. I don't have the foot switch, so I can't test the MIDI and stuff. Customer's not that interested anyway. He just likes the clean channel on it, so he bought this amp cheap. Let's give this a bit of a listen. To fiddle around, there's more gadgets and things on this. So that's channel 2 is the the other button. jip. Keep falling off those arpeggios. So that'll do it for this one. Been a bit of a strange one, isn't it, this one? I hadn't picked a guitar up for 2 days and my hands are giving me jip, so that demo was a bit rubbishy. But there we go. So thanks for watching. You all take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.